How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. As you can tell by the title, regular day-to-day updates on ADA. A little later than usual, but again, we're not missing a day for the ADA family. Appreciate all the love. Let's take a look at what's happening. So, as far as the broader market is concerned, again, we're still in Sunday, but as far as the broader market is concerned, we're actually seeing a green day today, which I'm sure no one is really complaining about. As you can see for yourself across the board, pretty much everything seems to be up right now compared to where we were yesterday. Looking at ADA, it's up about 2.4%, with the price currently sitting at 65 cents as of recording this update. Also up 1.1% on the Bitcoin side of things. Valuation 23.7 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 1.16 billion. So as we discussed yesterday, we were sitting about half of that. So the 24-hour trading volume has almost doubled, which again is a nice thing to point out. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So take a look at this. So regardless of Bitcoin actually seeing a push towards the upside today, you saw the dominance actually go up as well. So it's not like that the dominance, plummeted down. Dominance went up with the Bitcoin breakout. Something very interesting to keep in mind. But look, exactly the level we spoke about yesterday for you guys. After breaking out of the 59.5%, I was talking about how I'll get close to the 59.7%. And you can see for yourself, we're very, very close to that. And that tells you everything you need to know. Right now, dominance has gone up, something we want to be paying very close attention to. But if you're looking at Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is still not in the 23.6 VIP zone. I'm going to show you guys Bitcoin price on the hourly time frame. So you can see for yourself what happened with Bitcoin today. So Bitcoin actually did end up breaking out of the $107,000 price point. I talked to you guys about last night how, we saw this major wick. And this was clear manipulation in my opinion, because the price of Bitcoin fell below $106,000, making its way down to 106. And this is where we saw a 2% candle all the way up to $108,250. And you can see for yourself that ended up filling, and we actually broke out and retested $109,485. But since then, a little bit of a retracement. But look where we're finding ourselves once again at the at the 108,000, because we broke out of the $107,000 price point, which we were having a hard time doing. So you can see for yourself. Apologies at that, but again, look where we're finding ourselves. This is a resistance, and this is something we've been speaking about on the channel. But Bitcoin over the weekend has seen this breakout, so we'll see what happens this week. Are we going to see Bitcoin finally doing a reversal? Obviously we want to be in the 23.6 Fibonacci level, which again is bare minimum, and obviously push up to the 117k key range, which is a confirmation for myself. But let's take a look at what's happening with ADA here. So if you're looking at ADA's price, only worth focusing on the hourly time frame. There's no point in looking at the daily, and you can see for yourself. So the price of Cardano is still within the below the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level, and you can see for yourself from September 17th, anyone that was able to get in around this key range at 59 cents, we did see ADA go up 12.75%, which is quite impressive to say the least. But right now, the trajectory is in this upwards trend. Obviously we want to get into the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level and get our way back up to 75 cents and so on and so forth. But we need to keep in mind that Bitcoin is something we want to be paying very close attention to. But I think if Bitcoin is able to break back into the 23.6 fib zone, we see this breakout that we're obviously anticipating. And you can kind of see it's replicating in a way. Like, look at it, the September 17th low, which of course we discussed. We came very close to filling the wick. Again, something we've been speaking about on the channel for quite some time, but we're seeing ADA replicating the move of Bitcoin. You can see for yourself very similar price action, which is interesting to see. The dominance right now has picked up a little bit, but if the dominance was sitting at the likes of 58.92%, where we were obviously on October 14th, I think we would have already been in the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level for ADA. But again, if you want to put this into perspective, it's only a move of about 6.29% for us to re-enter this zone. So keep an eye out on Bitcoin. I'll obviously keep you guys covered. And let me know what your personal thoughts are on the remainder of the year. I personally think we are going to see the market picking up. Gold has been going absolutely insane, and I think some of that money is going to flow into the stock market as well as crypto specifically, because crypto actually saw a major retracement, which of course I have indicated on my channel is clear manipulation, and I do believe the next wave is going to happen sooner than you think, because again, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, we were talking about filling this wick. And if you actually go back on October 10th and 11th, I was talking about Bitcoin is going to try to fill this wick. Maybe it might not exactly fill it, but we might come close, and we did come very close. But right now, how I'm treating Bitcoin is I'm still not too optimistic, because Bitcoin is not at the key levels where it needs to be. But we got to take it one step at a time. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.